And, okay, Mara alone. Oh my gosh, with illusions though. Nope. Let's wait 100 turns or so. Nope. There we go, we got you for real this time. I want to clone you. Also, what are your resistances like? Should maybe check that. No electricity resistance, so we're on to something there. We do still file floods. These are affected by anti-magic, but not silence. So never mind. Take the W however it comes, exactly. Do whatever we can here, because it's going to be a nightmare, no matter how you slice and dice it. Don't even love having Mara here. Oh, geez. Okay, you're real close to dead. I think we just blast all three of you. Clones be darned. Beautiful. And we still file floods for taking care of Nicola. So I think we're on track here at the very least. Let's finish off this son of a gun. Fantastic. And Nicola, I know you're here somewhere. Please, buddy. Don't come out of the woodwork at the worst possible moment. Just face me, you coward. I'm right here. Come hit me. Gosh darn it. Okay, we're gonna just manually do some walking around. Just to play it safe here. Hey, there you are. There's a pal. And then we just file floods you. Makes life a whole lot easier for us. It's getting to the danger zone for if the silence leaves at an inopportune moment. Plus 2 pair of gloves. I wish we could wear you. Oh my gosh, so sad. But let's get rid of our exclusion, and it's time to head for the real deal here. Fortunately, there is a stairwell right here, so this is pretty fantastic. Have to worry a little bit about constriction, but that aside, we should be okay to cheese this just a wee bit. Less so with the Guardian Serpent. Please take me to this little hallway. Please and thank you. There we go, you fool. You absolute moron. Guardian Serpent should have called in help when they had the chance. You will not survive to regret that, unfortunately, friend. But okie dokie. A little bit more straightforward as we make our way through the rest of the vault here. I'm ready for that to change in a heartbeat and be worried for my life for the rest of this encounter. I see a single Guardian Serpent, and honestly, we're already there, friend. I'm already feeling the panic. So let's just back up here. And before you ask, no, I'm not just suffering from the trauma of losing a character to the quadruple Guardian Serpent Snake 3 a while back. Nothing like that or anything silly. I wouldn't let my own personal experiences color how I see the rest of the game here. That seems silly. But there we go, we managed to pick up our first rune. Looking pretty snazzy. Always nice to win in stake because of so many stupid deaths, really. Not just the one that I mentioned, but so many silly mistakes have been made in this specific branch. So always nice to see some good results going forward. And now, what do we wish to do? We could head back to Shoals. I'm slightly concerned still. Shoals is a nightmare zone full of all the most terrifying creatures you can imagine. We do at least have 1 blink scroll back. We have a decent number of fear. We have some teleports, 3 fogs. No time like the present. I think we can maybe take on Shoals. We're looking slightly more powerful than we were last there. I think it's at least worth the shot to check out. You've always feared Shoals. Shoals are a bittersweet location in my mind for sure. It is both my favorite and least favorite branch to have show up in a game, because I absolutely love all the consumables that drop out of it. It's a humanoid branch, so you get chops sometimes. Isn't that swell? But unfortunately, it definitely has its fair share of horrifying nightmare situations that come out of it. How did you get slowed? Oh, you hit me and Rue got our back. I see. Never mind. What the heck? How did you blow me? What was that angle, friend? You blew me off the stairs at a very strange angle. Shoals Revenge Tool, what could possibly go wrong? nothing in my mind. Honestly, we should just have this in the bag. It should be the easiest branch we've ever had to make our way through. I'm sure of it. And there's no chance that we come to regret those words. Quickly heal up, head back down. I mean, okay, if it's mostly Windrakes alone, I should say, because Windrakes paired with other critters and creatures are a nightmare because they'll keep pushing you off the stairs. I've definitely died largely due to a Windrake's shenaniganery, I guess. But it's still better than Silver Javelineers, you know? A lot better, even. Okie dokie, let's see how she goes as we continue to make our way. Not too many, I guess, Javelineers, or also, what are they called? Impalers? Impalers can be quite scary as well, and even without the silver vulnerability nonsense. Oh my gosh, and it was a mimic. How dare you? A scroll shop? That is unforgivable. That scroll shop being a mimic will haunt my dreams tonight. I'm sure of it. But that's fine, I guess. Is what it is. Onwards we go. Closed up shop, I'm sorry to see it. Hope your business improves someday in the future. And okay, there are our first Impalers showing up here. Fortunately, no Demon Trident. It's funny how these things change. Jeez Louise. Turns out they don't need a Demon Trident to absolutely rock our boat. But as soon as we have a Demon Trident of our own, oh my, how the turns table, you know? And onwards we go. Getting way too close to death in a completely unnecessary fashion there, but hey, we're okay. We made it in one piece. Isn't that fantastic? Now what can I drop to make some room make way? Honestly, there's not a lot I want to drop. Maybe Polymorph has had its day in the sun here. Can give that a rest for the time being. Now, is this going to be another Mimic? Because I swear, game. Oh my gosh, it's not. It's a thing of beauty. So we have Magic Boots. Definitely want to buy. And a Glowing Cloak I might as well check out too. Even though we're enjoying this, this poison. Cloak of Stealth. Please, game, don't make me laugh. Let's drop these, pick up these. That's right, we still do our wardrobe changing mid-fight. I too like to live dangerously. Oh geez Louise. As we see more friends joining in, let's bring out a box of beasts, so at least if we get put to sleep, we have some damage output. And then we'll also use our lightning rod here, and we'll make some noise. Fantastic. You fool, putting us to sleep does nothing for you here. But fancy shoes? Ooh, and they're the same color too. We don't even have to sacrifice. Lovely. Onwards we go, shall we? Oh, my Catoplebis friend. No, I should not have stayed engulfed in calcifying dust for a turn. Got lucky there. Okay, turns out totally fine. Oh, hey, Polyphemus. Polyphemus, probably is the better way of saying your name. Do I even bother phantom mirroring you? I think we just kill you. You know, the old-fashioned way. Lightning Rod can't reach you. I don't really want him throwing death yaks to surround us. So let's maybe just take you upstairs alone. Beautiful. And then for you, friend, throwing contest? I think I win it, honestly. Ooh, jeez. Okay, let's make sure we're not in one-hit range, because I'm tempted to just push through this. Hit up to 45 damage, hit up to 30. So even if you dealt the full 75, 105, we'd have to roll absolute zeros on all of our checks. Weren't we saving Josh for that bazaar? Oh, we were. And we still are, don't you worry. Sometimes you just gotta splurge when you see the opportunity. I know, the marketing squad on that armor shop just knows me too well. They knew that I'm a sucker for a splurge in the moment. I have the deal right in front of me. Oh boy. How can I possibly resist? Okay, sorry, no. It was an accident to try and walk, and I'm sorry for insulting you so, game. It yells at me, warning me over and over again. Okie dokie. What type of trident did that one merfolk have? Warple? Don't make me laugh. We are mesmerized, which is not fantastic if we need to escape this situation. I mean, one apocalypse would ideally wipe the slate. In fact, welcome to the apocalypse. Come in and take a seat. Beautiful. Managed to get a decent number of paralyzes off in the process. Oh, the stairs are flooded, so I can no longer retreat. Right, kind of forgot that that's how that worked. You dang water nymphs. Always ruining our day like that. Let's bring in a friend, maybe. And then, we are currently exhausted. I'm gonna drink a haste because I am concerned here. Okay, we definitely are still losing more health than I would like. Trying to venom on the way, not fantastic. 43 health is not enough, for sure. So I need to go one heal and hope that we don't get slapped around too much. Beautiful. Condenser vein, I would like to save for a bigger get-together, but I think we just need to start dishing out the damage as much as possible. Negative clouds are a thing of beauty, really. I was kind of hoping that the exhaustion would have worn off so we could draw out power instead of using more heals, but I think I will just use another heal here. It is Shoals 4, so you know, if there's a time to use what you got, now's gotta be it, right? Get the heck out of there for the time being. You were shopping at the electric store earlier and found a radio with a broken volume dial on sale. You thought to yourself, I can't turn that down. Oh, what a deal. That's fantastic. That's my style of joke, for sure. Okie dokie. No need to risk this any further than we must. It's looking like it's going to be a rough situation regardless. Let's just take you upstairs. Honestly, even taking one sphere out of the running, I think, makes a decent difference here for the same reason. Let's do so with this friend. And the Aquamancer is the scariest one of them all. Beautiful. Yeah, it's all about the Aquamancers and the Javelineers. The monsters of our nightmare, really. Get the heck out of here. Oh, I'm marked. Would you look at that? Well, let's definitely draw some attention here. As long as we don't get mesmerized, we can leave as soon as it starts getting sketchy. Hey, getting terrified? Now that I can get behind. We're totally okay with that. And wow, all our stairs are actually kind of here, which makes this kind of dangerous. Let's head to this stairwell, slightly safer. So you're new to this game, but this seems a lot nastier than Swamp. Hey, even if you're new to the game, you pick it up fast, because you're 100% correct in that that observation there. Definitely not wrong. It does depend on your character for sure. Knight's definitely coming in with the better, more real answer there. I mean, Shoals is nice. I guess Swamp and Shoals is a lot nicer if you have flying. If you have like casters that just blast. If you have like a poison mage that just is gonna all glebs toxic radiation, inflict everything on the screen with poison, and then light all the poison on fire. It's usually a lot more consistent going through this area, but specifically on Demonspawn, it's real tough for all those silver weapons that can show up. Silver boomerangs, silver javelins, everybody's getting bonus damages today. But I think we can still make it through in one piece. Shoals is quite probably nastier than Swamp for a character that can't handle it, though. Very much true, and I feel like that's me almost every time. I have such a tendency to just rush for the S branches. I want to get my runes as soon as possible. Okay, confusion is fine. Let's draw out some power here, shall we? And then just leave. Get rid of the exhaust, get rid of the slow. Fantastic. All those things happen again anyway. So we can draw out power. And let's just bring one of these sphinxes upstairs. I've never actually seen the sphinx ending for shoals here. So this is definitely new for me. You like more fighting for seals here? I guess, right, I kind of keep forgetting we have the manual too. There's almost no reason not to. Let's pop this up a few more points. More health under our belt would be nice, and probably should actually train some armor. We kept thinking, no, we don't need that. We don't need no stinking armor, but if we're being honest with ourselves, this might have been a better decision to make earlier on. And there we go, Black Mark. I think, did we just get Black Mark level 2? Maybe? Attacks may debilitate our foes. I think we just did. So now we have even more status effects to lay down on all of our enemies here, which is cool. And you know what? This is quite the little party, so let's get some more clouds going here. Poison is not bad in this situation for sure. We can kill the avatar. Might be in a slightly better position moving forward. Alternatively, we just apocalypse. Maybe kill the entire screen. Yeah, I think that's probably the right answer. Fantastic, that does it. So much easier that way than what I was thinking of going through. Yeah, fear, totally fine with that. In fact, that just helps us run up the stairs faster, friend. I appreciate it. And beautiful. Now, what else do we have? So a lot of that was the end of Vault monsters, I'm sure. And we just called them here with the alarm trap that we managed to trigger. Interesting for sure. Jeez Louise. Why do you hurt so much? I know we're surrounded by a lot of water, so that water strike hits for even harder than it otherwise might, but jeez Louise, friend. Stop that. Let's just blast you both here, and then we can, not run upstairs. Oh, but we can. We just wand of flame. Oh, that didn't quite, I was supposed to break the line of sight here, friend. Okay, fine. We'll just kill you. Is that better? Are you happy now? Are you happy now, Avatar? Well, onwards we go. Silver boomerangs. I don't need ID scrolls anymore, so let's swap those sons of guns out, shall we? And ideally, we have lured a decent amount of the scary buddies that we'd be encountering over the next little bit here. That would be quite swell. It was an accidental use of the old kick the hornet's nest strategy that I like to employ so often in this game. Just get everybody excited and then run away. Okay, sleep, not the end of the world there, but honestly, only because these buddies are somehow starting to bleed before I even attack them. I honestly am not 100% sure what's going on there. Ooh, geez, multiple sinks, okay. Could just, oh, I was about to say we could just ring around the rosy with this buddy for eternity, but they caught me in the act. They're too smart for that. Kraken? Nope. Let's get out of there. Head back to the stairs, shall we? Probably no real reason to even fight the Kraken. Ideally, I'd like to just grab my rune and move on, please. If we have to fight you, it's going to be one step away from safety. They can't leave the deep water, so definitely works out well here. I mean, holy cow, we deal a lot more damage than we used to, I think. Wait, friend, why are you running from me? You can attack. Just reach. Beautiful. Okay, much better off fighting the Kraken than our first attempt. Beautiful. Dead things have their line of sight broken forever, you could argue. You're not wrong. Those tentacle graphics are terrifying. Also 100% correct there. The Kraken in general, the first time I found them, I was just so confused as to what was going on. The mixture of that and the art style is definitely a bit of a terror to behold. You truly just have no idea what's going on anymore. There she is. In fact, I don't even care too much about exploring the rest of this area. Can I please just grab this and move on with my life? Beautiful. 2 runes down. So we're now about equal with our last character, and I know I just said that we weren't going to explore here, but that's the thing. I lied because I am greedy and I can't help but check. What about all the treasure that we've left lying around? What about that? Take a quick peek that we're not missing out on anything too important. Plus 0 Vampiric Trident is not better than our current one. So we're sitting pretty here. Fantastic stuff. 2 runes down. Feeling pretty good. Nearing the end of our evening as well in terms of stream, because this time I think the key is I'm not going to push it further than I should, because last time I was crawling tired, and never crawl tired, folks. Not a good plan for your future, at the very least. But let's start off by clearing up some back areas here. We'll head down to Lair and finish off the Layer 6. Also, what the heck? A single satyr? Almost enough to take us down? That's not great. Don't love that. Okie dokie. But here we have it. We'll head down into Lair. In fact, maybe I'll take a brief pause before doing so. And I think that I will go grab a refill for my glass here so that we have some hydration over the last little bit of the stream here. And hopefully have a successful end to it all. Gonna be great. So now for our last guy, we just go Abyss. Now we gotta think instead, right? Where are we gonna go for the 3rd rune? Who knows? Only the future will tell. I'll be back in just a moment here, and we'll continue on, clear out Lair, clear out the rest of our dungeon. Maybe even dip our toes in somewhere else, a little bit sketchy. I'm sure it will all go beautifully and no risks, and nothing horrible will happen. It'll be fantastic. I'll be back in just a moment. See you in a sec. Okie dokie. Got the refill? No excuses anymore. Let's head on forward, shall we? Hopefully Lair 6 is going to be fairly straightforward after what we've been through. Ooh, and there's a frost cavern. I don't have great cold resistance. I have the 1 ring. So that's something at the very least. Huh. Probably enough to deal with ice caverns on its own. We also have tons of magic mapping, so let's use this immediately so that we for sure don't miss out on the opportunity here. An early demon trident, right? And it's our 2nd run in a row that we've gotten a fairly early demon trident out of. It's always nice. I guess this one was courtesy of Asterion, so big ups to Asterion for the delivery service. I appreciate it. And also hello to you as well, Spindard. Always nice to see you around. Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Thanks for coming out. Hello all my friends. This should be fairly trivial now, and in fact it does seem to be the case. What about all of you? Doesn't look too bad on first blush. This is another one of those situations where if I was a more cautious player, and make sure you read that as better player, I'd go through and check on all these simulacrums and see what they actually are, because the tile art itself doesn't always signify exactly what you're dealing with. But fortunately, we're not getting punished too much. And let's see here, if we teleport in, this should be fine. 2 ice statues and an ugly thing. Should be just dandy. In fact, I shouldn't have even bothered walking towards you, but here we are. And also, oops, not the Ice Beast. You know what, let's walk next to you, so it's at least one less spot for Ice Beast to surround. And we just gotta kill you. Perfect, with your own shot, that works for me. Fantastic. Okay, we definitely need heal wounds back in our box of tricks here, and dang it, I forgot to empty my inventory before coming in here. Rookie mistake. Whoops. And where does this takes me somewhere random, so I don't get to preview and purview the situation before accepting my fate. Interesting. I'm also just doing a quick eyeball as to what I can drop here. What do I not need for the future? I have some doubles of some of these evocables, I guess. Condenser Vein. I think Lightning Rod as well. Condenser Vein, a bunch of them. Unfortunately, I really want the Condenser Vein. If I go through this portal and find myself in a nightmare zone, might be something that's very handy to have around. What about Lightning Rod? That's the only one we found. That is a shame, too bad. Box of Beast and File of Bloods were definitely unique, and same with Tin of Tremor Stones. Oof. Big oofs. We could drop 1 Ring of Willpower. I think we have another one that we left above anyway. Worth a shot. And how can I not? I mean, very easily is the thing. Could just head out of here and live a strong, happy life. Also, okay, never mind. It just brings us back here, so no risks whatsoever. I was overthinking the whole thing. It had been a while since we'd gotten this specific ice caverns. But hey, I'll take it. Fantastic. Ends up being way safer than I otherwise might have thought, which is very much the opposite of what I generally find myself coming across in this game. It's almost always a lot scarier than I intended it to be. So I will gladly take that. Are we ever using the Vamp Trident? Probably not. I've been holding on to it and carrying it around for all this time. And I don't think I'm willing to abandon it in a forgettable time portal that we can never go back down again. Not quite at that point in our life, but you are right. They were getting rid of it soon. Huh. 71% chance of banishment. And that's not going down anytime soon either, even with 1 willpower. Can I show you my augments? Definitely can. Yeah, and it also gives a nice show of what we've sacrificed with Rue, so it's a good mix here. But yeah, we have a lot of things that we aren't really taking advantage of. Claws for hands, encumbrance hasn't really been huge for us, but been really enjoying the synergy of ignited blood ignition. I don't actually know what this mutation is called, and powered by pain. We're actually benefiting from taking damage, so isn't that nice? And I'm very excited for Black Mark to fully pop off. Wouldn't actually have to worry quite so much in this exact situation that we're in now, if we could just exactly have that silence aura, exactly save it. But hey, even if we get banished, I think we can potentially survive enough to get out. So let's just fight this wizard. Beautiful. And all of this is a-okay in my books. This is one of my more favorite lair endings. I love the Pan and the Hell endings throughout it. Oh my gosh, we could have had a Demon Trident here as well. That would have been even easier than being Astarion in the first place. So we've learned our mistakes that we can never really apply to future runs, because it is kind of luck-based, but Shoals was apparently the worst place for us to run and try and find the Demon Trident. Just brought us near death, ended up having to use up so many blink scrolls just to survive our first outing there. Turns out that just easier than that, beat Asterion and Snake, and even easier than that, just finish the last 4 Lair. It would have been that easy. I probably should almost pick up that second Demon Trident. Maybe try and brand it up at some point in the future. Also should check on our bank, up to 800. I'm trying to think of how much money I would like before potentially heading into that bazaar that we found. Because if there are like multiple acquirement scrolls on sale, then I'll want thousands of gold. But for the most part, shouldn't need too much. Might be pretty dang close to where we want to be in that regard. But there we go. We managed to finish off our lair, so that's awesome. Really important lesson to learn. Always go to the place the good item is first in each seed, obviously, when you think about it. No, definitely. Well, and especially since, fortunately, now that you all have seen the run and you can see the seed on the screen there, you can definitely try this out and just see how quickly you can get to the curb stomping power level. Because there have been a lot of demon tridents in this run for this early on. I mean, I form it as a joke about how stupid it was to go to Shoals, but at the end of the day, we had 3 different locations that would have resulted in just post-lair demon trident. That's pretty awesome. But what do we wish to do here? We can definitely finish off the last floor of the dungeon, I guess. That's relatively safe. Can definitely tell that I'm feeling some measure of trepidation and cowardice rather, based on how the last run ended, because normally I have no problem just rushing through to the next sections of the game, but this is exactly how things were looking last time around. We had a beautiful run, everything was looking fantastic, and I threw it all away in a mere moment. But let's leave that wizard for now. I was ready to get banished there and have perfect comedic timing. A bit of a pattern maybe emerging, but I'm glad that that did not end up to be the case. Can definitely be happy about that. Hello, my stone giant friend. Feel kind of sorry for you being stuck there, but it is what it is. And wow, apparently our depths entrance is not the scary part whatsoever. Definitely expected it to be slightly more terrifying. Not that a stone giant isn't terrifying in its own right. Should definitely not throw too much flack on their name. Oh gosh, and you being invisible is very bad for me. Let's see, you have 40 health. 3d17s. Ice Blast could just kill you. I think regardless, we have to just output as much damage as quickly as we can. Oh, you're still not dead? Well, I'll still blast myself one more time. That works. Fantastic. There we go. Oh, geez, that was a different wizard. Right, the first one had an enchanted dagger. I knew this. I just forgot. Whoops. Let's blast you again. Still worked out. Fantastic. Getting very lucky with the non-banishment here. But I will take it gladly. Let's see. How did we get you petrifying? Is that one of the abilities that we can inflict on our foes, whether through Black Mark or through Rue? It must be, right? Because you can't reflect the basilisk's stare back at it. I know that's how like it traditionally works within the myth of the basilisk itself, because you generally want something like a mirror so you can make them look at yourself. Though I may be conflating them a bit more so with Medusa, because that's 100% the play with Medusa. Just something to think on for sure. Very important stuff. The mythos of the basilisk in Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, not the mythical beast of legend, just this one right here, obviously. But Let's see. So we cleared down to our depths entrance. Things are looking pretty nice all in all. And then it's looking like Elf, Vaults, or Depths is up there next. Most of those places are absolutely horrifying with the lack of willpower, but that's not going to change anytime soon. So I think we're just going to have to swallow that pill and keep it going. Was that just an unarmed random human walking around the bottom of the dungeon? It was. To be completely fair, it was a shapeshifter that had just been forced into the form of a human, so not completely harmless if they managed to change, but no, it's pretty nice when it works out that way. Most of the time, I guess, when you see unarmed creatures this far down in the dungeon, you can almost guarantee that it's a shapeshifter, because otherwise, what are they doing? Honestly, just deserve to be destroyed. Now you're gonna call him Gary and adopt him? Would be nice. I wish that I could make friends with some denizens of the dungeon. As mentioned earlier, Natasha. If I could just take Natasha to be my cat instead of... I mean, what would have been, I guess, killing Natasha, but is nowadays just avoiding and running around in circles until I can leave her on a higher floor and never murder the poor kitty. But if I could just take her with, wouldn't that be swell? But okie dokie. As for the plan at hand here, this has been really fun catching a live stream. Yeah, I'm glad you were able to show up. Run through, it was a lot of fun. Thanks for chatting along with us here. Always helps my day a whole lot when I have lovely folk making jokes in chat and I can just steal all those jokes instead of having to be creative whatsoever on my own merit. It's pretty sweet. But thanks for sticking around for the majority of the stream here. I appreciate it. And to finish off our night here, since we are coming to the end, let's at least explore the start of Vaults. We can dip our toes in, see if we immediately regret all our decisions in life. Honestly, kind of. I think Wizard does make that list, because we can only get lucky so many times with this banishment shenanigan stuff. Okay, severely wounded. Please come back one more time, friend. There we go. Again, one of these days, we're gonna have to fail that. Ooh. Double Lich is scary. I guess you just have slow now. I'm still partially held over by the past when Liches had the multiple spellbooks, and some of them were so frightening, but a bit more consistent and less scary now. Do you need to kill these Convokers immediately? So I think this is the time to just call the Apocalypse. Pretty much destroy everything on screen in, well, one fell swoop. Fantastic stuff. Thing of beauty indeed. See, if it didn't have exhaustion, I'd be very tempted to see how well that ability works out, Apocalypse works out in Vaults 5. Because it seems like you'd absolutely crush, right? Destroy the majority of your enemies in one fell swoop, but no, it's not actually quite so straightforward with the time limit on it and whatnot. And probably not something this character is interested in trying out. I think that it's a bit scary. Also, yeah, hey, Apocalypse killed enough to literally heal its own drain. I didn't even notice. That's actually incredible. So hopefully we can see that a lot more in the future. Wouldn't that be nice? That's a very common occurrence with Apocalypse. I love to hear that. Oh right, Sentinel Mark is almost guaranteed to work on us, but not today, sucker. Okay, perfect. As long as they choose not to try and cast it, we're okay. The moment they attempt it, I think we're in for a bit of a rough tumble. Let's see, no 1x1 hallways. We're a very long way from our stairs up as well. Not great, but these are all regular trolls. So fortunately, no mage to buff them up. If they were being hasted and mighted across the board here, definitely might be cause for concern, but we're happy with this. Let's also stop that. Let's head back to the upstairs and maybe explore a little bit closer to home, shall we? Let's be a bit safer with our lives. Oh, wait. What do you even do? I'm almost guaranteed not going to take you because you're just a spear, and a crappy one at that, but I got excited still. Been too long since we had a truly amazing artifact polearm show up in a run. Long overdue. Ring of Int, no thank you. Slightly scary you, but we do okay. And we were saying how our luck has to run out. There we go. The instant we get in sight range of the wizard, they banish us. So that's a bit more what we expected earlier. Honestly, just a relief to finally get it off our chest and have it occur, because I thought we were stuck in limbo forever. Let's see, in general, we should be okay here. We are experience level 20, which is kind of the minimum in my mind for where you want to be to have very good survivability chances in the Abyss, at least. You can obviously survive with less levels than that, but it's nice for sure to be at least at this point. That Lich gonna come this way? Kind of like to just find a little corner to heal myself in. Heal Wounds potion, though, I'm definitely in desperate need of. I think we're strong enough to survive the Abyss? I think so too. In fact, we are technically probably strong enough to even try like going for the Ruin. I don't think we will while we're here. But well, there we go. We get teleported to the right level. Oh, and we're actually right here because this is Rune floorboards. Interesting. So it's almost definitely on this side of the lava. That's wild. Okay. Do we dare? I mean, we're right here. Oh, man. It's bad how much I want to. Okay, let's do a resistance check. We have to be careful of willpower-based things, but that aside, we're doing okay. Kind of smattering across the board in terms of resistances. Defensively, we're not great, but 27 AC is at least something. We're sitting there. We have all our vocables up. We have Apocalypse. Minus Telly is not good, so I kind of want to hide until that is gone. There's a gateway out of the Abyss right there. What? Is this vengeance for Demonspawn? I'm not going to say it yet, because I'm very concerned with how this is going to go moving forward. But imagine. So they can blink the dire elephants to surround us, which I think is kind of the danger of this setup. We could go flying over the lava. The only issue there is we don't have permanent flight. And of course, this buddy can blink us around too. Alternatively, we could condense right now, but we probably want to wait for it earlier. What was that thing I said earlier? Always do your most dangerous crawling when tired? Yeah, that sounds like it. Exactly. The worst part about it is oftentimes I know when I'm doing it, exactly what I'm doing, and yet here we are, still doing it. There we go. Okay, the Hellefant is also part of the crew here. This is just the welcoming committee. I'm sure it's much worse on the inside. Can we jump? Oh, we could actually use Power Leap. I don't think we will because I don't want to get the exhausted status. I want to keep that available for Apocalypse or even draw it power to potentially save us. But that is really funny. We wouldn't even need to fly. I think we could make this leap because I think it's a 3-block. In fact, you can at least check this out here, right? Yeah, it's a 3-block range. That's funny. Helping 3d 40 damage, yeesh. Yeah, fortunately we have good fire resistance, but it's still a potential nightmare.